The most ancient name for God is Sut. There's no other God exists in the history of the world. Get Gerald Massey, Book of the Beginnings, for further information on that, on Sut. On Sut. Huh? It's in the first, yeah, you can see Set, but they'll tell you in the Book of the Dead, they'll say, well, Set was the original god of the Egyptians that fell. But that fell. So they were saying that was an earlier Set, and based on the war between the priesthood, you ended up between the priesthood, you ended up having an evil Set, but it has nothing to do with the original Set. Set Typhon would be the second Set. This is the first one. Set Typhon is the one we're talking about, the second Set Typhon, which is Yaldabaoth in Gnosticism. You see what I'm saying? Basically the devil in Christianity, but I don't want to get into Christianity because the devil, the God of Christianity, is this particular God. The devil. The God who created the earth in 7 days. That's the devil. Must understand this. You see what I'm saying? They changed it around. That's why they had to kill the Gnostic crew off. You see? You know. Now, so they had this particular entity named Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth came and created 7 planetary archons, or 12, which would be the ones in this particular zodiac. Now, to right the wrong, Newt said, because this was an evil person, he first rose up and then bothered to look up above him and see Sirius and the other gods. He said, I am a jealous God, and let it be known I shall have no gods before me. So if you want to identify that, that's the biblical God. But he didn't bother to look up and see that there was gods before him. This God is a subordinate God, the God of Christianity and Judaism is a subordinate God, which means up under a higher God, the unknown God, the hidden God. You see, y'all get this? So, he goes down, and so he creates the 7 planetary spheres, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and all of them. And he goes down and he creates those particular ones, but he don't give them no light. So as a result, he was ruling over them. Newt convinced them to create the earth and say, well, you can rule over the earth. These other archons, or they call it demiurge. Then Yaldabaoth comes down, basically reconciles with these particular demiurge people or these other archons, and they tried to people the earth because she convinced, and so they make this physical body, which is this, but it couldn't stand up. So Newt comes back to recorrect things. She tells Yaldabaoth to breathe life into the physical body. When he breathed life into the physical body, the little bit of light that he had went into the physical body. When the archons and Yaldabaoth realized that the God or the man that they had created was greater than them, they basically tried to destroy them. Now, this is the point that's crucial on what's going on. To make this whole thing rise up and correct the mistake of Yaldabaoth, this subordinate God, this God that has people worship in him. You see, thou shalt have no gods before me. To recorrect that, the highest God, which is Sirius, which is a reflection of the mother, said that I have to go down to the earth and go into incarnation and ransom myself off because I'm higher than him, I'm more powerful than him. And I have to ransom myself off so I can redeem the physical bodies that he used to trap the souls in. Y'all get this? So as a result, the most ancient star, which is Sirius, broke pieces of her off and sent it to Earth to incarnate into the physical bodies and hide itself in the physical bodies, and that's called the hidden god, Amun-Ra. It broke the pieces off. And each piece that is broken off is the seed of Soot, which is Sirius, or Set in here, or Seth in here, which ain't got nothing to do with the evil Seth, which is in each and every one of us, called melanin. Now, the key is what you have to realize, that if the most ancient God or the creator God that created the universe, not this sphere, there's a difference between the creator of the earth and the lower realms and the creator of the universe and the gods. The most ancient God broke pieces off and he's in all of us. Then you are the original creator yourself. If going back to my observation, is not the cup here the same as the contents in this jug? Same thing. So who is the original creator? You are the original creator, because the energy that was of the original creator that created the universe is in you. You get it? You get it? You got me, honey? Yeah, just give me a little bit, is in you. And as a result, you went through this hell, and later on, because you have the original creator in you, you later day will redeem yourselves. Full circle. Do you get where I'm coming from here? This is how the party plays out. So this Yaldabaoth originally tells them, because this particular seed that's in you called melanin, in your body is the tree of life, says don't eat from the tree of life. You can eat from other trees in the garden, but don't eat from the tree of life, which means don't tap into your melanin, which is the original seed that is over me and bigger than I am. Because now, because you have the original seed, you are above me. You get it? You're above me. The snake and the kundalini, which is the serpent, convince you to eat from it. It's like energy going off, and you ate from the tree, which is an apple, which is dark, in the tree of life, which is melanin, which is knowledge. Dark means knowledge, and gnosis. And they ate from the tree and they saw. That's in your Bible. After they saw, they were cast out of the Garden of Eden. So the creator of the physical body is Yaldabaoth. So the God who created us in the physical is the devil. And so later on, we built Atlantis. And so as a result, this particular God caused the flood. And based on this flood, they killed off thousands of our people or whatever. We escaped and we built Egypt. By this time, he caused invasions from the original counterfeit spirits, which is the white people, that came and ransacked that. You see, the miserable Asiatics. Then, because when in Egypt, we had also rose up a system where we could change ourselves to gods and escape Yaldabaoth realm and go back to the Sirius realm. Read Pepi, the god Pepi. It's also recorded in the Sirius mystery by Robert Temple. Pepi was the pharaoh of Egypt. It went to Sirius. He got past and went to Sirius. So the Egyptian mystery system was a system made to turn you into gods to get a certain amount of people past the realm of reincarnation. So now what happened is you got the yogi system. They they lost the art of trying to get past the realm of reincarnation. So they said the best thing we can do is to cremate the body so the body can reincarnate fast enough so we won't forget the shit that we knew before. And we can keep track on those damn bodies by burning the body, and the body reincarnate within a year or so. And then we can locate, the priesthood to locate that body and put it back in the priesthood so it wouldn't forget. Because a Yaldabaoth to make you to forget, you forget all your stuff, because when you reincarnate, you come back in that baby's body. You forget all your stuff. Come back pissing and shitting and all this kind of thing here and crying and all this here. And you forget things. And that's the way that they can make you forget things and keep you in bondage over and over with the reincarnation. So the yogis would burn the body real fast, so if they, because they lost the art of getting to the heaven realm, they would reincarnate fast enough so they wouldn't forget. The Egyptians was different. The Egyptians had the science on, the Kamites had the science on where they could fool the body. What they would do is mummify the body, and a Yaldabaoth would still think that the body was still down here because it hadn't deteriorated, and the soul would slip past, and they wouldn't reincarnate and have to come back to a body because that body hadn't deteriorated. Now remember, now the yogi people, once the body is disintegrated, they would come back fast because the Yaldabaoth would send them back down. But the Egyptians used to fool them and mummify the body, and they would think the body was still on the earth, because a Yaldabaoth is blind and he can only see the physical body because he can't see the original soul, the spirit. He's a blind and idiot God, and an ignorant God, and an arrogant God. So the Egyptians used to mummify the body so they can get off the damn planet and escape while the body was still down here. And they would trick the damn Yaldabaoth because they was the masters